Hello and welcome to the second part of my No Man's Sky Let's Play Pathfinder random planet hopping series. I'd just like to continue where we left off the last time. We've been on this lush red planet with bright purple trees, if you remember. So we just gonna step into the creative save again. I'm actually quite excited to continue the series because it's also in some way a very fresh experience for me. I've been playing Foundation update for quite a while now. Well, now upgrading to Pathfinder because I really miss those bright colors of Pathfinder. So here we are again on this lush planet where we left off the last time. Unfortunately, I forgot to save where I stopped the last episode, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we are going to jump to the next planet immediately. We're just gonna have a nice look around here. And yeah, so it's actually time to leave and discover new worlds. Gonna fly low, well, as low as possible, because actually you didn't have free flight during older builds of the game. The flight got completely liberated with the next update, actually. That's the advantages of next. So let's see what this system has to offer. Right, this was this winter planet where we started. We have a moon there, and we have a second moon. So this winter planet apparently has two moons. What else do we have? Looks like that's all. So we're gonna check out one of those moons. I love moons, especially in older builds of the game, because moons had the chance to even spawn lakes. Since next all moons are without any water bodies. Also something I quite don't understand, why they reduced the variety of moons that much. So quick scan of this moon shows, well, it could either be a barren moon or a lush moon, because we didn't have star bulbs, yes. And lush planets as well as barren planets don't have their own special resource in this version of the game. That's why you cannot distinguish barren and lush planets with a scan from space. I actually quite enjoy that. That quite saves a surprise. Also, an issue I have with No Man's Sky now is that planets are way too categorized. I just want to be surprised, you know? I don't want to know with one scan from space what world is lying ahead. We want to fly to the daylight side of the moon. Because otherwise we're not going to see that much. And here we go. Just when I was talking about now. Speaking of the devil, here we have it, a moon with, yeah, It's kind of rivers, something. It's like very, very low water bodies. And as you can see, we have a barren moon. Let's have a quick look around. Oh man. Cannot tell you how much I miss barren planets with atmospheres, actually. I also don't understand why they got rid of barren planet with atmospherical effects. They add so much to this game. Oh, look at that. Oh man. There's this canyon down there, reminding me a bit of Grand Canyon. And down there's the Colorado River. What a nice landscape. Man, how much I've missed this wild terrain generation while I was playing next. Just this eerie wind howling. Nothing but wind howling and dust. No music. What an awesome experience those dead worlds used to be. This is such a calming vibe. I mean, they aimed for kind of more realism with Next, but actually got rid of those kind of barren planets with different kinds of ground textures. I mean, we have different ground textures, but the colors are pretty much all the same. It's all like brown or gray. Actually, all kinds of colors used to be different for barren planets. Also, all kinds of atmospherical colors, sky colors. And see, we have a clear sky here, like indicating that it's a very thin atmosphere. This kind of reminds me of Mars or something. This is also how I imagine most planets to be in our real galaxy, you know. At best, most planets have like a very thin atmosphere. Lush planets are probably very, very rare in the Milky Way. This is probably the kind of worlds you would encounter the most. I mean, besides gas giants, of course. Sorry, I'm not an astronomer, could be wrong. Correct me if you'd like. This is just my mind going wild, you know. Yeah, I really enjoy walking on those barren worlds. As you can see. I mean, there's not so much to see, of course, in theory, but man, look at that landscape, this terrain generation. I'd really like to know how this planet is going to look like behind this hill in the distance, you know? This is actually what Sean Murray was talking about. The No Man's Sky is going to be a boundless game, you know, where you look to the horizon, you see this mountain in the distance, and you think, well, just going to walk over there, you know. You see a landmark in the distance, just gonna walk over there and have a look. And this kind of terrain generation is like really, I don't know, provoking this urge to explore. This looks so awesome here. Also this, I think it's aluminium. Is there a different word in English for aluminium? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm saying it the German way. Aluminium. Simply awesome. Oh man, I want clear skies back, god damn it. I want different atmospherical density levels, you know. I don't understand why they took that out of the game. Well, one guy told me on Reddit that he prefers Planets of Pathfinder, of course, but everything else is better about Next. I have to agree, yes, Next is full of gameplay features, and the gameplay is way more polished, of course, than in Pathfinder. But the main attraction of No Man's Sky used to be the planets. I mean, this is what at least I got sold on, and I guess hundreds of thousands of other players as well. I mean, if I want to play a game for base building, collecting resources and survival, there's tons of other games out there. I mean, No Man's Sky, what No Man's Sky, the thing that makes No Man's Sky special are actually the planets, you know. The planets that used to be quite diverse, you know, and now the focus lies very much on those survival, crafting, building elements. And you can actually find those elements in other games, and other games still do that way better. I mean, also they added this procedural tech that you can buy with nanites. And I mean, the values are procedural since Next. This should like simulate kind of a character progression, but I don't know. There's plenty of other games out there doing this way better. For proper character progression, you need actually kind of a skill tree, you need loot, you know. You need special items, rare items. So I don't know, that's why I think that Hello Games should actually keep focusing on variety, you know, planet diversity. They really have to bring this stuff back. Seriously, we need it. We need it. And I think nobody would feel bothered by some more planet diversity and variety, you know? I was running in circles all this time now. So here we have the mother planet. And I think it's time to check out the second moon of our winter starting planet. Ah, here we go. There's still... Okay. So this is like the second moon, and there's another planet, and this planet also has a moon. Awesome system. I like it. This could be a toxic world. Oh no, I was completely wrong. See, this is the kind of stuff, you know. In Next, you see, just you don't even need to scan. You actually can quite tell from having a look from space what kind of planet a planet is going to be. You know, I think this is going to be a dry world because it has this special resource, Spadonium. I would pronounce it in German. I don't remember what's it in English. The same? Well, you can tell me in the comments again, or I switch back to English. I just don't like to play in English because you always get that annoying units received, units received. In the German version of the game, luckily this annoying units received is not there anymore. Because probably they forgot to translate it. Germans got very lucky there. Because there's nothing more annoying about this game than this the stupid voice. I mean, when you really do a series of scans, that's really disturbing. Yes. So, as expected, this is a dry world. But in some way, I don't know, in older versions of the game, we... And again, by the way, yeah, here's here again. This is a moon with lakes. A moon with lakes. Something you don't find anymore in Next. I cannot emphasize that how much I don't understand why they took that out of the game. Why they reduced variety. I mean, they should have worked what they... I mean, they should have built upon what they already had, you know. Look at that. Yeah, this is something of older builds. Planets were way more unpredictable. In some way, planets could be some kind of... I mean, I don't want to exaggerate now, yeah? I mean, we don't have multiple biomes. And, I mean, we don't have that yet, and I'm not quite sure if we're ever gonna have that. But I have the impression that in older builds of the game with the color variety, you know, and more possibilities for vegetation and that stuff, we got some kind of hybrids, you know. For example, on our starting planet, we have a winter planet with green trees, bright green grass, you know, and it's not so frozen, not so snowy, it's like more frosty, you know, it's like a frost world. And it's a lush frost world in some way, you know. And in Next you only get frozen worlds, and that's it. There's not much more variety about it, you know. But here planets still are not so much categorized visually, you know. You could find several kinds of dry worlds, and in some way they would all have their own vibe, still look quite unique. I would call this a lush dry world, you know. But you could also find dry worlds which are pretty much deserts, more or less. Yeah, this is also, I would call it kind of a herd of animals. think I'm running in circles all the time, no? I mean, this is because while I'm talking, you know, it helps me thinking. I also do that in real life. When I'm on the phone, I run in circles all the time. Makes my wife crazy, I think. Also at work, you know, when I'm on the phone, makes my colleagues crazy. They're all quite annoyed by me because I'm running in circles all the time while I think and talk. But, you know, this is my way to, I don't know, to get some order into my thoughts. I don't know. It helps when I move while I think. Moving and thinking is quite a symbiosis. What an amazing terrain generation again, no? It just looks interesting, and to be honest, I couldn't remember having seen a world like that. Of course, I've seen this vegetation in all the builds of the game, but I haven't seen exactly a world like that, you know? And next I could say, okay, I've seen that now, I don't know, 12 times. No matter what kind of planet it is, you know. Winter planets are basically all the same. Also hot worlds are basically all the same. Desert worlds are all the same. Yeah, well, I would call that a lush, dry world, you know. It's like... It's like a lush world just with different vegetation and maybe less vegetation, but in some way it looks still lush, no? What a view. I'm sorry, but Next cannot offer that to you. I've said it in the first episode several times, you know, I said nice all the time, I said Next cannot offer that. But what can I say? I mean, this is... The things I say are the things that are coming to my mind, you know? I have no script, I'm just talking on the move. I don't even know if it all makes sense what I say. I just hope so. That I get across a point. Yeah, absolutely lush here, see? Green grass, some purple-green flower. Yeah, we need to get this kind of variety back. This kind of unpredictability of planets. Look at that. This amazing hill, you know, it's completely procedural, it's wild, it's edgy, you know. I miss those edgy terrain, I don't know, those edgy landscapes, I'm sorry. Edgy landscapes. Actually, I just miss interesting terrain generation. Interesting and unpredictable terrain generation. Next completely failed to deliver on that. If you have a look at this moon already, would you find a moon like that in Next? Be honest about it. I mean, even if you are on the next side of No Man's Sky, would you find a moon like that? I don't think so. Gonna give you $1,000 if you find a moon like that in the current version of No Man's Sky. Unmodded, of course. Vanilla version of Next. Show me a moon with water, with lakes, with rivers. With this kind of crazy terrain generation, and I'm gonna give you $1,000. I promise. I'm not gonna lose this bet, because this doesn't exist in Next. It's as simple as that. Here we walk towards kind of an island. Awesome. Simply awesome. So far we've landed on 2 planets, 2 moons, and all of them were unpredictable and interesting. Got the typical giant Bambi there. fauna has never been the strength of No Man's Sky. Unfortunately. But look at that. There's a predator. There's a predator that killed its prey. People used to claim that stuff like that didn't exist in No Man's Sky. But apparently it always has existed. It's not a special feature of Next. This looks a bit glitchy, no? This is not very elegant, but it is interesting at least. It is diverse. Interesting and diverse. And as I said, I trade those bugs for more variety anytime. Okay, the lake is pretty barren under the water surface. But I actually know that underwater worlds in pre-Next No Man's Sky had lots of assets and then those assets were brought back. Maybe also some new assets, but the fact that there used to be assets underwater, and I mean like tons of assets, was sold to us as something new in the Abyss update. Unfortunately, also an update that failed to improve on diversity, variety, because underwater worlds have maybe like 4 or 5 possibilities how they can look like, but they really completely have the same kind of fish, the same kind of underwater mammals. I don't quite get it. So turn night on this moon, and night means it's time to leave. Because I prefer exploring during daylight. I think I kind of lost orientation. So one more world and we are going to end this episode. I don't want to make my episodes too long. I don't want to bore you. This looks like another frozen world. Yes, it is. It has this special resource that is now called Frostworth. And this frozen world has another moon. I think this is a moon episode. We talk about variety of moons. 30 seconds to fly. Going to put my controller out of my hand. Going to dry my hands a little. Still, I'm a little bit nervous making those gameplay videos. I'm sorry. Even in creative mode, you gotta recharge, no? How was that? I don't know. Going to do it the conventional way. No, actually, we had a quick minute. What did I do? I think I accidentally recharged the impulse drive, no? Didn't know what buttons I had to push. Actually, stupid me, because actually it has been like that for quite a while. But actually I never play in creative mode, or seldomly. That's why I don't know how the recharge is working. Oh man, How lucky are we, actually? We found another lush planet. Again, it's red and has this orangey, creamy sky. Oh, look at the god rays shining through the trees. Ah, I love it. This is so cinematic in some way. Awesome. Really, really awesome. Oh. I have the feeling that the lighting in Pathfinder is a bit better than in Next, no? At least it's... the light is strong. The light has power. The light has the power to create beautiful, beautiful visuals. And we have a round lake. By the way, something that Pathfinder completely messed up. Water. I mean, what the hell did they try to attempt there with the water? Like, seriously, I mean, this... I don't know. Because every body of water has this kind of foamy white texture. I think they attempted something and failed with that. I think they wanted to attempt to make like coast foam, and I think they programmed it in a way that when the water is very low, this foam texture appears. And so when you have like very low bodies of water, you have this foamy texture all over. But you could also use your imagination and just say, well, this is different kind of chemical, or this is milk. Yeah. Let's take a walk in the milk lake. The milky lake. Did you just see that, how the guard rays were cutting the hill? Awesome. And we walked into an open field from a strange lake, from a strange milk lake, to a more open area. You see, this planet... sorry, this is a moon. Reminds a bit of the second planet we landed on. But still it has its own vibe. It looks quite different. It has different vegetation, and the terrain also is very different. It's like less foresty, it's like more kind of an open field planet with some tree patches. Love walking towards the sun. Maybe we could end this episode with a sunset. That will be a beautiful, beautiful ending of this episode. Did I run in circles again, or is that the same lake I came from? No. Ah, okay. This is like two lakes next to each other. Yeah, this just looks alien. This doesn't look like Earth. This looks like an alien planet. I actually feel like an explorer here. And this terrain is also actually pretty close to the E3 trailers in some way. Actually, you know, those hills remind me of one of the first trailers. It was the one with the Diplo in the river, and then he was flying towards the hill up into the sky. Kind of reminds me of that. And here in the background we see an iridium pillar. Yep. Iridium, rest in peace, no? Doesn't exist in Next anymore. To be honest, I'm not a fan of those round lakes. Kind of looks unnatural. But who am I to tell how an alien planet has to look like, you know? This is the mistake I'm doing. I'm expecting that it looks appealing, but it doesn't have to actually. It is a strange alien world. Who am I to tell how it has to look? Who am I to tell what is beautiful? Who am I to talk about beauty? I'm sorry guys, I'm running out of time. I don't think we're gonna make it into the sunset, or do we? Where is the sun? Actually, how stupid am I? We have photo mode. Oh. So we're gonna end this episode with a nice screenshot. How about that, huh? Oh yeah. Kind of like that, maybe? No. Yes. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching the second part, and thank you for your patience. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.